Boom! What's going on? It's your man Qualified and
Yo, it's Eddie C.
And this is Two Dope Dads and a Podcast.
I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all are in for a treat.
Yes, sir. Coming to the court at 6'6" from North Carolina. Bow, 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 bow. It's your man Qualified, aka the Dirty Daddy, aka Mr. Black Future, aka Dr. Footlover, aka the Black American Dream. And right here with me, it's
Yo,
It's Eddie C.
It's Eddie C.
AKA, I didn't think of AKAs ahead of time. AKA, the Chicken Katsu mini plate killer.
AKA the Shirtless Wonder.
AKA, the Shirtless Wonder. AKA, Mr. Wiggles in the flesh.
Fully in the flesh.
Fully.
Today.
This is my flesh, I guess.
We here. The cat with a gat.
Hey.
Nice.
You like that? It was almost like it was planned. That was kind of dope.
That's crazy.
We didn't plan that. I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were 6'6" and from North Carolina.
Yeah, man.
That wagon is really, really doing things for you, man.
It is a dragon.
Yo, he's 6'6" in North. Hey, there's that guy.
Yeah, man.
No, almost.
Google man.
Almost.
He's here in the building.
There he is. Oh, there's that.
Yeah.
There's that face.
Yeah, man.
Go get those headphones on.
So according to the intros today that you missed, but for good reason, standing at 6'6" from North Carolina, reference to the snazzy jacket I'm wearing here.
Oh,
yeah. This brand new episode that we're recording.
Yeah, on a different day.
That we came back to this special spot.
Yeah.
Just had to knock some stuff out.
Yeah. We didn't change outfits at all.
No.
Nope.
No, we did change outfits.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Market Zero. That's the brand.
Yeah.
You want some dope vintage shit?
Yeah.
Hit me up.
I've actually worn your black t-shirt a couple of times on the pod, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always down for, supporting the bros.
How much would a jacket like this run normally?
Oh, this one? It's $20. And that's a vintage Chicago Bulls jacket.
Ooh, look at that.
It's
Look
not
at that.
bad.
Ooh. Model not included.
Yeah.
A little bit of wear, but it's normal.
Yeah, it's
I'm actually buying this.
from the 90s.
So don't hit me up about that.
Yeah. Yo, be careful with my jacket, bro.
All right.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rock
man.
the shit out of that jacket.
Yeah,
It's going to be weird because now you filmed the whole pod and it's going to get millions of views because we're fucking stars.
Amazing.
And it's going to look like I'm now
'Cause
wearing your jacket.
from North Carolina. And that.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't buy it. Fuck. Yo, the value just increased because you're wearing it. One of our fans is probably going to get it on eBay for like fucking thousands of dollars.
Yeah. But see, then you can cop it now. And then
Whoa,
be the one.
Y'all
to sell
cutting me out now. That's what it sound like. Hold up.
I don't know, nigga. He's the one wearing it. It feels like.
You might have to put something on, and then I'm keeping that.
All right, so I'll pay you $20 for the jacket, and I'll buy it off of you for $60.
What?
Bet.
And I'm put that shit on eBay. Holla at
He
me.
just shook on it.
Hey, y'all saw it over there.
Ah, man. Okay, man. So,
Ooh, the switch.
ooh. All right.
Some dad shit.
Yeah, no, that's how we do it.
Like, stop that shit.
Right back to your shit. So there's a situation that's going on currently in hip hop.
Explain.
That some pretty dope music has come from, by the way. But it was interesting to me because it reminded me of a conversation that we had off air.
Okay.
That we had talked about wanting to have on air. So I figured here's a way that we can jump into it. You guys familiar with NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk?
Yeah, I know both them.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware
Yeah.
they exist.
Okay, you're aware they exist. And
They follow me on Instagram.
and Jason is Instagram buddies with both of them.
And one of them is his uncle.
I think
apparently,
they were. I mean, I think they're fan pages. maybe, but-
Okay. But he's tapped in with the culture. So basically, to make a long story short, I'm sure that there are other YouTube videos that detail the entire situation.
links will not be below.
No, 'cause they gotta pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No free promo unless we fuck with you.
Wow, you just call them out.
I want the record to show that we fucks with a lot of people.
True. That's why I had to throw the caveat in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do we fuck with you or not? Yeah. But anyway,
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
you know what I mean? Quid pro quo. Yeah.
Funny thing about my back. It's on my cock.
Oh man, we
I had to
both
finish the line in case
Yeah.
people didn't know. That's super bad.
check it out. Free
So
promo
free
because we fuck
promo,
with it.
pay us.
Oh well, we fuck with them.
Yeah,
I fucked with super bad pretty
Yeah,
hard. I could
yeah.
probably quote the whole movie.
All right, so there.
Matt Sarah, Jonah Hill, fuck.
All right, you guys got it.
You know.
Okay, so YoungBoy, Lil Durk, they have brewing beef going on. Kind of some of it stemming back to the King Von situation. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. If you aren't, King Von is no longer with us. Somebody who's cool with YoungBoy is allegedly the murderer. Anyway,
Assailant.
assailant.
Other word that means something similar.
Right. So basically,
Sound better.
there you go. So basically, these guys don't like each other currently. Fast forward to now, Lil Durk just recently dropped a song called, I believe it's like Ha 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 or Ah Ha Ha, something like that, some sort of laughing song title. And they're supposed to be disses floating YoungBoy's way. YoungBoy came back less than 24 hours later and dropped a diss track, basically dissing Lil Durk, anybody who's collabed with Lil Durk, throwing in names like Gucci Mane, Boosie, guys that you don't normally diss. You know what I'm saying? Reputations. Gucci Mane has responded with a diss song. YoungBoy and the Baby have dropped a collab album together, and some rappers in Chicago, some folks in Chicago is saying the Baby ain't welcome, and the Baby is like, I ain't never been scared of no niggas, basically. So it seems like there are lines being drawn in the sand. What does this have to do with the conversation that we had?
Yeah, Kwali. What is any of this have to do with anything?
So one of the conversations that we had, and this is a starting off point that we can kind of all take off from. Say if your friend has a disagreement with someone else, all right, and maybe this is somebody that you guys both mutually know. Now this disagreement doesn't involve you, okay, but this disagreement gets so bad between the two people that one of the people is like, hey, I don't fuck with this motherfucker no more. And then what do you do in that situation, like with your relationship with that person? Are you gonna be like, well, you don't fuck with them and they did you wrong like that, I don't fuck with him either. Or, you know, are you
Yeah,
gonna...
can you be friends with your friend's enemy?
There you go. Wow. See, that's why we're partners.
Your enemy's friend.
Can you be friends
with your friend's
enemy?
Enemy.
Or enemy. God damn it. It sounded so good when I said it the first time.
I mean, both. I guess both. So, yeah, it's just the perspective.
So there's
Either
person,
one.
Yeah.
and then another person, and then this person.
Like a triangle.
And these people don't like each other. And this person is friends with these two motherfuckers. How do you handle that?
Yeah.
What he said.
Visuals.
What do you think of that, Google man?
Like you said, know the person, but if I don't like that person, then we fucking them up together.
I feel that.
Yeah.
But if I like them, or I mean, shit, it's hard. Even if you're kind of indifferent, like they seem like a cool person, but you just don't know them like that. It's kind of weird. I try to stay out of people's fucking business.
But where it gets tricky is like,
Oh, hold up. I got food. Hold up.
all right, so where it gets tricky
Yeah.
is like the three of us at this table. Me and you are homies. Me and you get into something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jason's obviously both our homies.
Right.
Me and Jason have had a closer relationship over the last 15 years than you and I.
Right.
So I might feel a way if like I'm mad at you and he's still fucking with you. It's like, yo, nigga, you my nigga. You know? Like, yo, me and Jason, we're close.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so why you still fucking with him? Like, you saw how he did me. That shit was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, so when one of those friends tells the neutral friend, like, yo, like, you know, like kind of goes at him like that, like,
What happens then?
yeah. And it's you know, and I have a situation currently right now in my life where I have a person who I've known, I could say practically my whole life,
Yeah.
who's friends with someone I don't like. But we've been able to keep it neutral where I'm like, you know, he's my nigga and I know he has, you know, his other, you know, we were able to keep it cool. But like if the beef is deep, that could be a real tough situation.
Okay. So I actually have a little bit of personal experience with this situation. I'm not going to name names, or expound on the situation, you know, to protect the innocent.
Or guilty.
I feel like we the innocent though. Like if you're the third party that's cool with both people, like that's where the shit gets kind of fucked up.
Well, yeah, so protect the innocent, protecting me by not saying their name so they don't get mad at me.
I got you. My bad. I interrupted you. You got it.
But yeah, no. So there's a friend of mine, and we have a close relationship, and there's another friend of ours, and so there was a situation where you know, something happened, and the one friend who I had the closer and longer relationship with basically thought that something should have been communicated and it wasn't, and it wasn't a way that I would move either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was and just like me and the homie who I had the closer relationship with, like it's not something like being on the level of homies that we are, like it's not something that we would do to each other, and we thought that we all had that same understanding. But it just, you know, things happen, and you know, motherfuckers make their own decisions and shit. So like at the end of the day, like you just gotta let it rock. And because like it wasn't me personally, I can't get like personally invested or really involved in their situation, because I mean, just like the adult way is like it's none of my business. You feel me?
Yeah. I think where it gets, I don't know, this isn't even really coming from a situation I'm in, I'm just kind of like I was just thinking about it from the outside looking in. It could also get, at least for me personally, get a little tricky where it's like, let's say the third person that did the wrong did something wrong, like just fundamentally fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, as an outsider looking in, the person who's trying to be neutral is like, yo, why are you even fucking with someone who's of this nature?
And see,
you know, like at what point, you know, it's like, yo, this is the friends you keep.
Yeah, so that's another thing too, like the level of transgression.
Yeah.
Like, what did this motherfucker do?
Yeah.
Now, if you did something that's like objectively wrong, like some shit that I just can't fuck with, like you did some shit like you hurt kids, like it's fuck you 100 times every day. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck all that. Or like you did some shit that like we don't do that over here. Like, then fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm riding with my nigga. Yeah. Like, they be like, yo, this nigga did this and this, XYZ, here's the proof. They a dirtbag, then it's fuck you, nigga. We might jump you.
So here's another thing. I might just be getting too into this, but here's another thing. What if the person who's still riding with the person who did the thing that's wrong, like the person who got hurt or the person who was in the right might feel like because they got hurt, this situation is of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
I think so I've been in like this situation kind of a bunch of times actually, and from different fucking perspectives. And one of the things that I learned being the person that thought they were wronged was that sometimes like you gotta realize shit happens doesn't necessarily mean it's happening to you.
Yeah.
It might hurt you,
and it's easy to feel like it's happening to you because you're already in a fucked up situation.
Yeah. And so I know, like, if you're that person, like, I know that's probably hard to hear. It was hard for me to come to that realization. It took me a little while, and I even spiraled a little bit of my own going through. And it was someone close. This is someone who was family, who is family, like direct family, and I felt wronged.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it, but the sooner you realize, like, that shit isn't just happening to you, that things are just happening and you're involved, the sooner you can start to uninvolve yourself in those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the longer you allow yourself to be tangled in those feelings and in this situation that you're hyper focused on your placement in it, the longer you're just going to be in pain. So, and it's hard. It's a day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year thing. And eventually you realize you're free of it and you don't even remember how.
Yeah.
But on the opposite end, I just kind of take I'm a stand back approach to it. I try not to get too involved. Like, I'm talking from a, like, not the fundamentally wrong shit.
Yeah.
Like the shit that's maybe shady or like.
Yeah. But, you know, when I said fundamentally wrong, and this is where the, like, you know, is just everyone's opinion of what is right and wrong is kind of, you know, there. But when I said fundamentally wrong, I wasn't even thinking something like hurting kids or something like that. I was thinking more along the lines of, like, just intentionally doing something wrong to someone that, you know, we can all agree is wrong, whether that's you know,
and even
like whether that's stealing from someone or like, I'm gonna do this and I know it's gonna hurt that person, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, that's just fundamentally wrong in my book, you know.
No, I get you.
And even on that level, it's kind of the same situation that I'm kind of speaking to. So, but on the extreme side, obviously, right?
I mean, because there's certain things that everyone to turn against someone if they do like some of those things,
Yeah.
But and that kind of leads into can we move on to what it leads into? This kind of leads into another thing that you and I have talked about, which is forgiveness.
Okay.
And like on the last episode that definitely wasn't recorded like 45 minutes ago, I mentioned something about my family and how they hold, like a lot of them hold grudges against each other for years, and it's literally divided our family. Like I don't even know how many cousins that I don't even know of. Actually, Damn. I would say I can count how many cousins or just family members outside of my like mom and my sister and stuff. I could probably count them with like on my hands. So forgiveness is something that I almost feel like I resort to holding grudges, almost because that's what I was always around. Like it's real easy for me to be like, nah, fuck that person, and then just not fuck with that person ever again, regardless of how maybe petty the thing was that I'm just like, nah, fuck that person.
Okay. And like when we had talked about this off air, I mentioned that I feel like sometimes I'm almost too much of the opposite, where I'm on the spectrum where I'll be too forgiving, and that'll leave me open to getting burned or getting fucked over because somebody has already shown me their true colors, and I'm still making excuses for them in my head to where like I can see the good in them, and I'm like, oh nah, they might get it right this time, and then boom, all right, yeah, they did it again. Okay, now let me stop fucking with it.
Yeah.
That kind of made me think like something that you said right before we jumped into this topic about how when you said fundamentally wrong, and you were just thinking something where you're like intentionally hurting someone, right? And I was sitting here thinking in my head, and then I was just like, damn, this is another example of being too forgiving. And it was perfect that we transitioned into this, because I'm sitting here thinking in my head, like when you're like, oh, when something does something like intentionally hurt somebody, and I'm already sitting here thinking in my head like, well, I mean, we got to prove intent. And then like I'm thinking like, and then there could be like other circumstances, like what if this and what if that. I was already
justifying it in your head.
And like I don't even know what the situation is, so like I'm always, and yeah, that's just something.
Yeah, see, and then and that just shows how like my mind works, where I'm just like, I in my head I can draw the line of like, nah, that was fucked up, and like maybe you intentionally did it or whatever, even if it was unintentional, the byproduct was fucked up. So I'm done with you, bro.
Yeah. And like this goes like this mindset that I have goes back to some stuff how I was saying in the last episode that we recorded a long time ago. How I was saying that I need to talk to somebody about some shit that's been kicking my ass. Part of it is me thinking because of mistakes that I've made, right? And areas where I know that I fucked up and I could have been better. Like feeling like maybe I deserve like, shit to come back on me, or like, or like, if you did that, you put it out and it comes back, and like, and I mean, life will hand you shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, also, you don't have to sit there and allow things to happen to you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like shit that you can avoid. So sometimes being like too understanding because of, like, oh, I know what it feels like to fuck up like that.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
I just keep allowing like motherfuckers to fuck up, and they're not trying to fix their shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, if you're around somebody who keeps making the same mistakes over and over, and you're doing the shit that you need to do to make yourself, to help yourself get better, and they aren't, then you got to separate, because you can't get better around the same shit that made you sick. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like here, like I was just thinking, like a perfect example of my like first reaction, or my go-to is me growing up with my brother. When I was a sophomore in high school, I moved in with my brother, because he's way older than I am, so he stepped in to basically be that father figure.
yeah.
And like me and him had clashing personalities, maybe, I don't know what it was, but I always felt like he was overly tough on me for no reason. Like, I wasn't a bad kid, I wasn't getting bad grades, but like he was strict on me. And I was like, in my head as a teenager, I'm like, man, my mom's wasn't even this strict on me.
Yeah.
You know, like what the fuck are you doing? And like, I just built this resentment towards him, and I cut him off. Like, once I got old enough, I moved out of his house, and then I joined the Air Force, and didn't even fucking tell him.
Damn.
Like, I just dipped. Like, he didn't even know I was off island. You know, and that was just my instant thing. Like, I felt away about him. And it was just like, resort back to what I know. Bam, you're cut off. Don't matter. You're my brother.
Yeah.
Like, and just dip. And, you know, we resolved that. And, you know, I realize now as an adult, you know, I was an 18-year-old kid at the time. Like, that was fucked up and that was wrong. But
Yeah.
that's always my first reaction. Like, nah, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Nah, man. And then, yeah, all that.
It's a defense mechanism, right? I mean, it's like even what I was talking about. Shit don't happen to you.
Yeah.
You don't like it. Remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck you did.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a defense mechanism. Just maybe shouldn't be the first thing you go to.
Like maybe the third or fourth.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, it's good. I mean, but then again, that's also your brother, and you lived with him, so I'm sure it wasn't the first thing you went to.
Yeah.
But just in that moment,
Yeah.
maybe you didn't second guess it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and it would have been real easy for me to just keep that grudge and just move on with my life.
Yeah.
You know, but I somewhere along the road, I realized like, yo, this is my brother, you know? And then like, he even reached out to me, and he was like, look, I don't know what I did to you. I don't know what it was, but like, you're my fucking family. You're my brother. Like, we need to, you know, and like, he even reached out to me like that. And, yeah. And you know, what's crazy, actually, I don't want to put out anything too personal about anyone else, but it's just crazy how I see that still playing out in my family, even with the younger generation in my family. Like, it's still happening right now.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's like, is that shit ingrained in us? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, it's just, and it's fucked up, you know, because I see other families, and I see how tight they are and stuff like that. Like, just hearing stories about you and your family. Like, I mean, I'm sure every family has room for improvement and stuff like that, but you guys get together on holidays, at least try to, and stuff like that. Like, that's not something that happens in my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's the traditions, I think, right? Like, so maybe it is, and it's just been a messed up tradition in your family.
Yeah, man.
Damn, that's a shitty
Like,
tradition.
we get together on holidays, but we also used to get together every fucking Friday.
Yeah.
Like, that was a tradition in my family. Since COVID, we haven't been doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my grandma passed, and so it's a little harder now. But pre-COVID, and even I work, like, I put a lot into my work, so I wasn't always able to go. But growing up, and any of my cousins, my younger cousins and siblings, they go every Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is ingrained in us.
Yeah.
So it's
I
different.
think that's why, you know, like I mentioned before in that earlier podcast, like earlier from a couple days ago, that we definitely didn't record 45 minutes ago.
Long time ago.
How Damn, I said all that shit and I forgot where I was going. God damn it. Gosh darn it.
Happens to the best of us, man.
Yeah.
But,
you know.
Yeah, no, but
I'll remember. It'll hit me. Don't worry.
boom.
So, y'all were talking about forgiveness and kind of like messed up situations, habits in the family. Got me thinking about like a relationship thing I went through. And for me, it's not so much about me being the forgiving one. I'm actually in a relationship. I'm more like you, where as soon as I feel fucking hurt, sometimes I'm kind of just like, I fucking done. Like, it's fucking weird. Like, I don't want to be in that situation. And so I'm real quick to cut shit off sometimes. But I learned that because I had a really bad relationship, where shit didn't go the way I wanted it to go. And I overreacted. And she was trying to be nice. I mean, we're young. So it was like she's trying to like figure her way out. And I'm like trying to figure out how to save what we had, kind of thing. And I was hurtful, like spiteful and pity, and said fucked up shit. And it got to a certain point where I felt like she wasn't going to let me drown. Like, I'd show her my pain, and she wouldn't stay, but she would stay in proximity to make sure I was cool. And I realized that was going to torture me. So instead of not contacting her anymore, I kept being dramatic and letting her kind of stay around. And it got to a point where I just started like, I just talk shit to her. I just gave her shit and said fucked up shit to her, and was just in my head like, okay, I'm fucked up. I'm beyond like a point where I can help myself. I need to piss her off so much that she's just gonna be gone and like never talk to me again. That shit fucking hurts me. It still hurts me to this day thinking about it. We've talked about it a little bit. We've kind of like reconnected, not in a relationship way, because that's way fucking like we're way past that. But yeah, it just sucks. And she's a big fucking person for having that forgiveness. And I'm self-aware enough to realize I didn't have the willpower to just like cut myself off. And now I think I'm quick to jump the gun if shit don't feel right. And even if it's not even if they hurt me, sometimes it's just like if shit is kind of weird. If they respond weird to some shit, I'm just like,
damn, ladies, y'all. Yeah, good luck with this one.
I just feel like the thing I learned from that relationship was, doesn't matter how much we seem to sync up and be good for each other. If we're not right, if we weren't made for each other, then we weren't made for each other. And it could be a timing thing. It could be the smallest fucking thing. Well, it could be the biggest fucking thing. Whatever it is, they're not for you and you're not for them. So if I come off a certain way and a girl don't like how I came off, and even though she's maybe still open to like what could happen, but she got a weird reaction to some shit, to me it's like, okay, well, she wasn't calibrated for me at that time. If she's still around, if she's still really interested, we gonna cross paths again in the future. And if I say something, maybe she react different this time. That's the way I see it. And so like,
see, while you were talking, I don't know, I just realized I might just be two different niggas. It just depends, because like I've also caught myself being too loyal, and like you said, almost taking too much shit in order to save a relationship with
you've done
someone.
that before.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. It's a fucking toss up of what you gonna get. I'm either gonna cut you off or we gonna fucking.
Hey, man. People are interesting, like beings. Like shit's different. We can change our minds, change our attitudes. Stuff fucking happens.
We're like onions, bro.
We're
There's layers.
Speaking of layers, I just realized because I looked
And they
over
make
at the
me
camera.
cry.
Yeah, people make
That's
people
true.
cry. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much most of the times I've cried, it's been because like another person did something to make me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I just looked over in like our view of the camera and I realized how off this looks because like it looks like you have layers. Like, you got a beanie, a fucking jacket on.
You look like it's 60 degrees outside.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Motherfuckers can't tell what the temperature is, man.
That's how it be in Hawaii, though. People be wearing like jeans with a tank top and slippers, or they got surf shorts with a jacket.
Yo, I remember one time I might have been stationed in Japan at the time, but I came back home to visit, and we were outside hanging out on your mom's street, and I remember I had on like a tank top and some surf shorts, and like you went to your car and like pulled out a fucking blanket and kind of just had the blanket around you, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then after being here for a couple days, I started going out at night with like a hoodie on. Like I was like, oh shit, it is kind of chilly now that my body adjusted.
Little nippy.
I got a coworker who's from Texas. Shout out Hannah.
Hannah.
But every time I wear
Hey,
I
met Hannah.
Yeah, you met Hannah.
What
Shout out,
part of
Hannah.
Texas?
Fuck.
The big
Why
part.
you ask me shit like that? Because she told me, but I don't remember.
The main part.
Yeah.
Houston.
No, it
Go
was
Rockets.
No, it was like
Alright.
I think it was a small town. She was like out of the way. She said she didn't like it there.
Oh, well, she's from Houston now. Houston
What up,
Hannah.
What up, Houston
Ooh.
Hannah? Oh, that's a
Houston
new one.
Hannah.
That's a new one. I don't think she gonna like it because that's not where she.
Well, it's got a
Respect.
fucking stick.
Houston Hannah, respectfully.
forgot what I was saying. Oh, every time I show
She
up to
could have
work,
been from Montana.
what?
Houston
Oh,
Montana.
Houston, Hannah, Montana. Don't know where the bitch is from. I mean, respectable young lady. Not you. I like you, Hannah. You were cool to me the couple times I met you.
I never told you that. I just said you were from Houston.
But she every time any of us shows up with a jacket,
Yes.
she's like, "Is it
Pussy.
cold?" Yeah, it's. I mean, she says, "Is it cold?" But we know what she's thinking.
Yeah, thinks you're a penis girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Penis
Yo,
Girl.
shout out to Penis
Whoever
Girl.
that person is. Someone's been tagging all over the place with
I
Penis
did
Girl.
see that.
Eva.
It's by my
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's in Waipahu when we were driving up here. It's in Eva.
Yeah, they're branching out.
bro, hip hop's finally accepted like transgenders.
Here we go.
Where we got taggers on the street.
Shout out Penis Girl.
Shout out Penis Girl.
Whoever you may be.
Yeah. Progression.
Or whatever you may be. Penis Girl might be a unicorn.
This is true.
My
Penis Girl
pronoun-
might be an alien because the Pentagon did tell us during when we were all at home during COVID.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
aliens
UFOs and
are
shit.
Real.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that UFOs are real.
Where?
In the sky, usually.
Yeah, they were like, oh yeah, yeah. Like during the whole, like during the shutdown time, they were
What?
just like, oh, yeah, but UFOs real.
UFOs are real.
When I said where, I meant like where did they say this?
Oh, it was like they started releasing.
Yeah,
you're
the
fucking Google
guy.
man.
You're
bro.
Google man.
They
What the
started
fuck are you asking
releasing
us questions
They
for?
started releasing classified documents saying that like UFO sightings and shit.
Where the fuck have I been?
Also, my new pronoun is Your Highness.
Is there like a government website or
identify as
something
a
I should
king.
be looking up?
What?
Is there a government website I should be looking up?
That says this.
here, I'm gonna click on-
www.theunitedstatesofamerica.com
Yeah, man.
China owns that site.
/Obama.
The Pentagon released UFO videos. Don't hold your breath for a breakthrough. I don't know what the fuck that
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was the Pentagon. They released UFO videos.
So this is New York Times. I figured it was a publication I recognized. They're talking about it. This is from 2020 though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
during
2020.
during the shutdown and shit.
3 Navy videos
That 2-week shutdown.
have driven speculation about unidentified flying objects for years, saying it's meant to clear up any misconceptions about whether the unclassified footage was real or complete. It's real.
Basically, what they said is that there's UFOs, which means that there's shit in the sky that they don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, they're not necessarily saying that there's fucking aliens.
Hell yeah, because the universe is fucking infinite and shit just keep going on. So we're gonna see some shit.
But the fact that they admitted there's UFOs makes me think that these niggas know that there's aliens.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the fact that they admitted there's UFOs make me think that there's not UFOs.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, are they lying now? Are they just telling us what they think we want to hear?
No.
So it's like
What kind of aliens you think they are? Like, are you one of them
Rizzle, for
reptilians?
shizzle, and it's all by Bibble.
Bibble, the alien Bibble.
What?
Dave
Bibble.
Chappelle.
Oh my god.
Fucking watch Dave Chappelle, whatever season that is. Watch them all and then come back to us. But what we got, and this is kind of we're way past any topic now.
Yeah.
But what we got is like I think of like Korea, like North Korea, right?
Okay.
You know I'd be high.
Nah, let's do it.
You think of like North Korea and how they control the masses, right? By like stopping the information that comes in or tailoring information and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. We're the opposite.
We're the complete opposite. What they do is they flood us with so much information that you don't know what the fuck is real or not. They're doing the same shit.
Not
to
just
extremes.
our government, other governments are
Yes.
flooding us with extra information.
Side note: North Korea hosted the largest ever attended pro wrestling event. But
Yeah, because every motherfucker had to go.
yes, that's exactly what happened. The motherfuckers didn't even know. I've watched the event. Them niggas didn't even know like when the cheer and shit. Niggas was just sitting there like.
Yo, I've watched a UFC event. I watched a UFC event live in Japan,
Yeah.
and it was the most polite crowd I've ever been in. Like
Yeah.
it was like super quiet, and especially the main event. It was a heavyweight. It was Mark Hunt versus Roy Nelson.
Yeah.
So these big motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And like it'd be quiet, and someone would swing, and everyone would go, "Oh."
That's a real fucking good match, dude.
Yeah. Fucking Roy Nelson got knocked out.
Yeah.
Mark Hunt. Yeah,
that's
he
why.
did. He
Yeah.
did that walk off. I think it was an uppercut.
Super Sole.
And fucking Roy Nelson just fucking went down, and he
Took
just
a nap.
walked the fuck off.
Yeah.
That walk off,
Just-
No,
Yep.
that's how the pro wrestling crowds are in Japan too. Like they, yeah, like it's
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like a lot of clapping and applauding when people like
Do some
have
shit.
good exchanges and shit.
Yeah.
And then it takes a while. Like it has to be like a crazy match for them to like actually start like cheering and shit.
Yeah.
lit.
I remember, so like in 2015, maybe it was before my deployment. I got really into jujitsu. Like I was addicted to jujitsu, and I started watching the EBIs. It's the Eddie Bravo Invitational, and basically, I started
Some
watching
good
those.
shit,
Have you ever
there.
used Eddie Bravo as an AKA?
No, because that's a whole nother nigga.
Yeah.
Still. I don't know. It's just.
I mean, I'm not
Yo.
gonna AK
Shout
also
out
known
Eddie
as someone
Bravo,
else. Yeah.
10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu.
Yep.
Motherfucker revolutionary.
Yeah, man. So like I started watching these jiu-jitsu matches. That's what it is for those of you who don't know. It's a jiu-jitsu match, and Eddie Bravo kind of tailored the rules to make it more entertaining for like the fan, you know, and to try to make it so that, because there's two ways you can win in jiu-jitsu. You can either outpoint someone by just getting the better position, or you can submit them. Well, submitting them is what everyone wants to fucking see. So he got rid of the point program, like the point values of shit, and it was just straight submission.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
do
I
it.
remember watching that, and like I was so into jujitsu, like just the basic move, like oh, this guy just switched positions, or now this guy has the upper hand. Like I could see it happening as it was happening, and like
Yeah.
I would get excited about it, and those fans who are watching that are also super fans.
Yeah.
So like we see the little details they're doing and getting like hyped and clapping when someone gets a new position and shit. Like it's just like we were so in tune to it that it was like just a little movement. We're like, oh shit, yeah.
What if you went by Podcast Eddie Bravo with extra bravado?
I don't want to say those words. Those are not words I want coming out.
I mean,
of my
he's
mouth.
been on podcasts.
Yeah. He's
Joe
been on-
Rogan podcast.
Yeah, and those podcasts are like 4 hours long.
Does
They
he-
got videos from back before Joe Rogan had a podcast where they're just like talking for like hours.
When he had hair.
Wait, Joe Rogan or Eddie Bravo? Eddie Bravo still got hair.
No, Joe Rogan. He used to have hair.
Yeah, he had hair.
Yeah, remember Fear Factor and shit?
Yeah.
He
Anyway.
can't- Eddie Bravo can't be the Eddie Bravo of podcasting.
He's
Yo, speaking-
definitely the Eddie Bravo podcast.
Yo, speaking of Eddie Bravo, you know who's a fucking pervert?
What? What?
Johnny Bravo. Ever watch that shit?
100%.
Yeah.
Like
Growing up?
now? No,
No.
like watch that shit now?
Oh, yeah. No, it's fucking crazy
Like
when
that
you
nigga
watch
was
this
molesting
adult.
people.
What?
Like he was like low key molesting people.
Yeah, he was wild.
Was he?
Yeah, like Pepe Le Pew too.
Oh, yeah. Pepe Le Pew was harassing.
Oh. Damn.
You thought Ye was bad on Instagram.
It's a
And
different
you
kind.
thought I wouldn't mention him today.
But yeah, just leave it. Just
Make my heart go. My supernova girl.
Is this camera good at least? Y'all in frame and shit?
Supernova girl.
Yo, that's Xenon?
Yeah, they
Girl of the 21st century?
Zetus Lapidus.
Zetus Lapidus.
Nigga, we in the 21st century. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not in no spaceship.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. They're like later though.
There could be spaceships, but they're hiding them from us. They don't
UFOs,
want us
yeah.
to
circling all the way
full
back to
circle.
the fucking
you know,
Pentagon.
like not even just the Pentagon, Tesla, fucking Elon
Tesla.
Musk. That car didn't go up by rocket.
Yo.
That car went up by itself.
Okay, so I think it was
I don't know.
2018. I was in San Diego.
Yeah.
And you saw a car flying.
No.
Oh.
But Elon Musk decided to shoot off his rocket. Pause.
Oh wow.
SpaceX. So that thing went off, and so we're walking. I think it was in like Little Italy, and Sandy. Everybody's got a Little Italy. Not everybody,
Not here.
but
we don't
a lot
have enough of
places
those.
have that. But we were.
We should though.
We had got because I remember it was my son and his mom and I, and we got some pizza. And right after we had bought the pizza, I'm standing outside the pizzeria, and he's like in a stroller, and we're like chilling. And then
You see
all of a sudden,
Elon Musk's rocket.
everybody starts looking up at the sky, and we're just like, yo, what the fuck? This dude who was walking next to me, he was speaking, I believe, Italian, and then he stops. And he starts talking to me in English. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was just like, I don't fucking know, my guy.
We're all shocked.
Right? So everybody's just like, yo, like people just like, because there were no cars on that street for whatever reason. So like people just like stopped. Everybody just like stopped walking, and we're just like looking up at the sky. So yeah, Elon Musk, man, the motherfucker might be an alien.
Yeah. Shout out to the homie Gabe, young homie,
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
at SpaceX.
Oh.
Shout out to Gabe. Gabe?
Gabe.
Fucking
Zulu
Gabe.
Gabe.
Holy shit! Shout out to Gabe. Yo, that's what the fuck. Wow.
Snowboard G?
Snowboard fucking
Oh,
G.
Gabe?
Yeah, you been to his house.
I've been to Gabe's house.
Wait,
I was
no.
joking. I don't know who Gabe is. I
Who
felt
am I
left
thinking
out.
of? Somebody.
I don't
no.
know. Who you think?
It might be one of your other friends.
I mean, I've been to Gabe's house.
Weird.
That's true. That's true.
All right.
Yo, shout out to fucking Gabe.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Yo, we can have a friend of the show from SpaceX.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, Gabe, follow us, bro.
we're connected.
Come on, fam. We were born, like, you're talking about the 21st century. We were born in the 1900s, bro.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, actually, not the 1900s. Like you guys were. What?
What?
The nine. It would have been like the 1900s would have been up to 1910, right?
19. 10?
He's saying 1900s is in the 19s.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't know because
I mean, he
like,
said what he wanted to say. I don't know.
Those things.
because it just throws me up because like I think of the 1900s, but then motherfuckers be like the 1920s. They just call them shits the 20s. And the 30s is just the 30s.
Yeah, the problem is that you weren't born until the 90s, right?
90, yeah.
Yeah. And we the 80s.
Mm.
So I'm telling you, he couldn't say just the 80s or the 90s because it's separate.
Well, yes, but
equal.
then we could have just been like, what century was that?
I guess.
Well, okay, we were born in the 19th century.
Or were we born in the 20th century?
The 20th century would have been
The
2000
20s?
until 2019.
The fuck?
A century. A century is 100.
You thinking of
Oh, fuck.
the Millennium Falcon?
How the
nigga.
fuck they be picking these centuries? We need to look it up, Google, man.
Wait, what am I looking at?
I don't know. What time period is the 19th century? Like, what are those years? So my man just trying to say.
Yo,
Oh, fuck.
you know, like
Yo, I swear I passed math.
I be living my life fast, bro. 100 years is like 19 years for me.
Oh, okay.
A century in dog years.
So the terminology is different.
Right. I figured there has to be like some kind of switch
So
up, right?
I was looking at the Chinese calendar.
Oh, my bad.
Kung Hee Fat Choi. The 19th century.
The fuck you just call me?
The 19th century began. Oh fuck! I just clicked on some shit. January 1st, 1801, and lasted until December 31st, 1900.
Oh, so we weren't even born in the 19th century.
Nah.
nigga.
So what century?
20th century. 20th century.
Fox.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's what I was thinking, but I was like, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, because that's stupid.
No, I mean it's just
Kind of
it's-
dummy would say that.
I mean, it just seemed like that's what would happen next.
It's just not our production company, so
Yeah. This is true. They got to pay.
Yeah. Yes, we don't fuck
we're
with
gonna
them.
bleep that out. Y'all ain't gonna know who the fuck we talking about right now.
Be like 20th century. Fox.
Yep. Yeah.
Can we be done? I'm sleepy.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
at 56 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, man, we talked about a lot today.
And yet, feels
Nothing
like
at
nothing. No, I think we talked about some grown up shit.
Yeah.
Fucking relationships with people is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
With yourself.
Yeah.
And like not
The
even
shit
just
that's going
like
on around you.
you know what I mean? Nah, for real. Not even just like the fucking fun kind with sex, but like the other types of relationships, like friends.
Yeah.
or frenemies.
Yeah.
Sometimes friends have sex.
This is also true.
But not us.
None of these friends are here at this table. And on that note, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we hope you come back next time.
Here's our outro.
Yo, thank Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for getting all the way to the end of the podcast. Hey, you can follow me on Instagram at Kwali is ill. That's KWALIISILL.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You can follow me on Instagram. My name is Eddie.C. That's Eddie.C. EEE. That's Eddie.C. Triple E.
And don't forget to follow the podcast. That's Two Dope Dads Podcast. The number 2 Dope Dads Podcast.
That's where you can stay up to date on all the episodes that are dropping and just, some dope dad stuff that we're going to post on there. So, yeah, definitely follow that and thank you.
Bow. See you guys next time.
Boom, boom, pew, pew, pew.
No.